Hello and welcome to another edition of Weird World Weekly, a presentation, a production, if you will, of galacticnetcasts.com. Matt Stein and Dave Nelson here. Hey, Matt.
Hey Dave,
How are you?
um, pretty scared. There's been doing a lot of reading lately about some weird stuff on the internet I could talk about
Well,
on the show. So
that's what we do. That's you and I. We do that for our living. We search, we scour the internet, the World Wide Web for weird stories to bring to this show right here, and that's all we do, 24/7. Right? That's all you're doing is looking for weird stories, right?
yeah, absolutely.
Or you got other stuff too besides
I,
it?
I apparently have a job,
I
but
think
I
you're
just
breaking
find
up a little bit.
I just find myself reading weird stuff on the internet.
Okay, so you don't even need to try. It just kind of happens.
I do a lot of internet research in my daily life, and I tend to just find things that are weird on the internet, I guess.
Okay. All right. Well, it's a good thing that I picked you as the co-host for the show because we talk about weird things. Of course, it's in the title, and the certain weird things that we talk about fall into four different categories. They could be paranormal, they could be mythological subjects, they could be conspiracy theories, or the grab bag. And how we decide to what category to touch or to draw from each episode is a wheel. It's called the Wheel of Weird. We spin it, whatever it lands on, that's what we talk about. So, Matt, do you want to do the honors and spin the wheel this time?
Let's do this.
All right. Here we go. I always get nervous at this point. I'm like, do I really want to talk about something, mythological or conspiracy? Am I ready for that? So let's see what the wheel has in store for us this time. All right, stopping. Paranormal. All right, paranormal. Let's start the clock. 15 minutes or less. Let's do this thing, Matt. I know we talked about this before the show, but who is going to go first again?
I will do it. I'll do it, Dave.
Okay. Well, you brought the story. You brought this story to me. You brought the attention of this story to me. So it's yours originally. So go.
Yes. So there's a list of games that you do not want to play, apparently, that I spent a few hours at work reading through all of them. They're rituals, generally resulting in weird stuff happening.
And
There's
this stuff, it kind of falls into that category of when people are younger, when a bunch of kids get together, maybe they have an overnight, what they call
a
I guess
slumber
girls, let's
party.
say, slumber party or a sleepover, and people do weird things like cat scratch or Bloody Mary, or they bring out the Ouija board. Along those lines, this is what this is.
Yeah, these are like
Okay.
adult Bloody Mary games. So there's actually 4 pages worth. The link will be in the show notes. So I picked one of my favorite that there's a user on Reddit, I believe it's in our paranormal, that has been doing rituals and then reporting back her interaction with it. There's one that she plans on doing or did. It's been a while, so I got kind of lost on if she actually did this one. But it's called the Elevator Game. This is a game from Korea, and by performing the ritual, you're supposed to get to quote-unquote a different world. According to people that have successfully completed the game, it looks like the same town that you're in, the same building you're in, but all the lights are off and you can only see a red cross in the distance. There are no other living things except yourself. Some say electronics like phones, cameras do not work, and some say that they do. So the only way to find out is to try it, which I will not be doing. Some say that because I value my sanity, and they say that to get back into the real world is harder because you can get disoriented, and the only way to come back is to go through the exact same elevator that you came in through.
So you could get stuck in this other alternate reality.
Yep. And I don't. Obviously, no one knows what happens if you get stuck, because if you get stuck, you wouldn't be able to tell people. But to do this, you must be in a 10-plus story building and in an elevator alone. If someone's in the elevator with you, it will not work. So you get on the elevator on the first floor, and then you have to go to the fourth floor. But when you get to the fourth floor, do not get out. Press the 2 floor. Same process. You go to the 6th floor. 6th floor, you go back down to 2. The 2nd floor, you go to the 10th floor. 10th floor, you go to the 5th floor. When you get to the 5th floor, a girl will come in who is not human. Do not talk or look at this girl. If you do, she'll take you away. And you're dead. So when you're on the 5th floor and the girl gets in the elevator, you press the 1 button. But instead of the elevator going down to 1, you're going to go up to 10. This is how you know you've succeeded. You will reach the other world, and there is no one there except you. If you get off at the 10th floor, the girl will ask you where are you going, but do not answer. From this point on, you're free to roam the other world until you want to come back. Now, if you want to return, it says if the woman doesn't get on the elevator and if you don't get off at the 10th floor, that's how you return. Or if you don't get off at the 10th floor and press 1, if it doesn't go up to 10, you just supposed to keep pressing 1 till you get to 10. Now, getting back to the real world, you have to go to the same elevator you came in, do the 4, 2, 6, 2, 10, 5 combo, and then once you reach the 5th floor, press 1 again. As you're going up to the 10th floor, press some other number to cancel it, and then once you reach the 1st floor, you can just check your surroundings. Apparently, if you faint in the process and wake up to find yourself in your own house, there's a high chance that you will be taken back to the world again.
Oh my God.
So even saying if you go through the correct elevator and you do the combination of floors in the correct order, if you faint, you're going to go back. So there's really no way of saying, like, once you get to this point, you know you're fine.
There's a thin margin for error with this game. And you got to carry that instruction sheet, like, print it out, man.
Yeah.
Don't rely on your smartphone. Print it out on a piece of paper and follow it word for word, or else you're screwed.
Mm-hmm. And that's with a lot of these games. There seems like there's like one thing goes wrong and you're done. So it's like, why would you even try that?
So did this girl or this woman try it?
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
She claimed that she fainted and then woke up in her apartment. And at the time of typing it, it was like a few hours after she had woken up. So she was kind of waiting to find out if she was going to get taken back. I haven't seen a post from her since. So I also haven't really looked, so it could be out there, and I just haven't found it. So she could have gotten taken back and not posted it, or she could be dead, I guess.
That's a cop. You know what? I say it didn't work, and she just that's her cop out. That's her compromise answer for it.
It's quite possible, and she has a couple other ones. She did the faceless taxi driver one. I can't remember the real name for it, and I think she did one more that I have not read. But
okay, so are those two on the link that we're going to have in the show notes?
The one I just talked about is the faceless driver one is not, because that's the one that I originally wanted to talk about first. I will try and find the Reddit links so we can get them in the show notes too.
Okay, awesome. Sweet. All right, so that's scary. I don't want to try that. Was there a certain time on that you had to do it at?
No, there was no specific time. Like a lot of these we were discussing is 3:30, things like that. There was no. You don't have to do it at a certain time.
Okay. All right. So the one that I want to talk about, you have to. There is a time involved, I believe. Yeah, there is.
Mm-hmm.
It's called the one-man hide and seek. It's a ritual for contacting the dead, basically. The spirits which are wandering restless on the earth are always looking for bodies to possess. In this ritual, you summon such a spirit, but offer a doll instead of a human body. So basically, you're taking one of those wandering souls that's walking around the earth looking for a body. You put it into a doll body, see what happens. So here's the instructions, and we should have gave a what do you call it at the top of this? Like, do these at your own risk. What's that called?
A disclaimer.
Help me out, Matt. A disclaimer at the top of the show. Try these at your own risk. If you end up dying or getting killed by evil spirits, then it's
It's not our
all on you.
That's not our fault.
No. Okay, so the one man hide and seek. Here's how to do it. Give a doll, or give a name to a doll. It can't be your own. Give a different name to a doll. When it is 3 a.m., your name is the first it. So I'd say, Dave is the first it. And you say that 3 times. Dave's it. Go to the bathroom, put the doll into the water-filled bathtub. All right? You follow me so far, Matt?
Mm-hmm.
Writing these down?
No, no, I'm not going to do this. I just.
All right. Turn off all the lights in the house. Go back to the hiding place where you were, and switch on the TV. Apparently, there was a part where it said you have to have a hiding place. So that makes sense, right? So when you've counted 10 with your eyes closed, go back to the bathroom with the edged tool. So there was a whole list of things that you needed, and that will be in the article that we'll have the link to on the show notes. So you have an edged tool, like a knife, in your hand. When you go there, say to the doll, I have found you, insert doll's name, and stab the doll with the edged tool 3 times. I think 3 times. And then you say, you are next, or you are the next it, and then insert the doll's name as you put the doll back in its place. As soon as you have put down the doll, run back to the hiding place and hide. Pour half the cup of salt into your mouth, or salt water into your mouth, not just salt. Don't drink it, keep it there. And get out of the hiding place and start looking for the doll. The doll is not necessarily in the bathroom. So if I come back to the bathroom and the doll's not there, I'm freaking out. It's a good thing I'm in the bathroom because I would need it at that point. So whatever happens, don't spit out the salt water. When you find the doll, pour the rest of the salt water, which is left in the cup. So you put some in your mouth, and you left the rest in the cup. So pour that on the doll. No, wait a second. Pour the rest of the salt water, which is left in the cup, over it. Okay, yeah, over the doll, and then spray the salt water in your mouth over it as well. And then say, I win 3 times. This is supposed to end the ritual. After this, make sure that you dry the doll, burn, and discard it.
Yep.
So basically, you're playing hide and seek. The doll ends up hiding, or the doll ends up hiding. You go find it, and then you just destroy the doll because you don't want that remaining the chance of the evil spirit or the dead spirit to be in that doll for good, I guess. Make sense?
Sadly, it makes sense. I will not do it, but yes.
Okay. Like we said before, if you want to try these, try them at your own risk, and we'll put the show notes with detailed instructions in the podcast, and you can try it for yourself. But again, try them at your own risk. If you die, it's not our fault.
Mm-mm.
All right, so that's going to do it for this edition of Weird World Weekly. You can find us at galacticnetcasts.com. If you have your own weird game that you want to share with us, you can share it via email, galacticnetcasts@gmail.com, galacticnetcasts@gmail.com. Call our voicemail number, which is 805-328-3966. Follow us on Facebook, Google+, and Twitter. Just type in search Galactic Netcasts. Subscribe to us on iTunes, Stitcher, and TuneIn. All right, Matt, any final thoughts?
Nothing. I'm just going to try not to get myself into trouble with these ritual Satanists things.
All right, good luck with that. I win, I win, I win.
Then now you got to spit and pour water on me, I guess.
Okay. Until next time, Matt, what do you do?
We're going to keep it weird, Dave.
All right. We'll talk to you next time.
Bye.